The video you're going to be watching today focuses on the concept of region, particularly what makes a region unique based on its physical and human factors. These factors are going to include climate, vegetation, language, trade networks, political units, river systems, and religion. First region we're going to focus on is North America. Let's start with the climate of North America. The climate of North America could be divided into really the climate of Canada and the United States. If you notice here in Canada, we have a tundra climate, very cold, and a subarctic climate. This is our polar climate, so we're going to see much colder areas in the north of Canada. When we get to southern Canada, we start to see mirrors of the same climate in Canada and the United States, including this humid continental warm summer and some of the arid regions that we see right here. Some places that make our climate unique: we have a Mediterranean climate here in California, and if you notice, most of the climate is going to be pretty much temperate because it lies in the mid-latitudes. Our vegetation kind of follows those climates. If you notice, we have tundra up in the area where there was tundra. Prairie is going to be located right here, and this is where the breadbasket of the United States and Canada would be found, and where most of our food is grown. And then we have some of the desert regions and different areas in terms of forest. But the big thing, again, is connecting that cold climate is going to have vegetation typical to that type of climate, and that we have this large area of prairie. That is where we grow a lot of our food. Our languages that are found in the United States and Canada correspond directly to the colonization of the region. And so if you look at the United States and Canada, both colonized by England with some other areas. For example, we have the areas that were colonized by the Spanish, and due to that and also immigration, we have a large number of people who do speak Spanish. The majority of speakers, obviously, in the United States speak English. In Canada, due to the French, we have a large percentage of French found in Canada. And actually, in Canada, there are two official languages, English and French. Most of the French, though, is found here just in Quebec. The trade networks of North America are related to how interconnected the region is. For example, with the North America Free Trade Agreement, you can see how Canada, through the United States to Mexico, is connected through these trade hubs. And so that gives us one connection trade-wise. Otherwise, the United States and Canada are very interconnected with the world economy, which is why, I mean, if you want to see, look at the tag on your shirt or the tag on your shoes and see where those were made. That the United States not only produces, but we import a lot of goods, which is part of those trade networks. Politically, as I mentioned, this is an easy region to remember. You have the United States and Canada. Major river systems in the United States include, still for trade, the Mississippi, the Missouri, the Ohio, and in Canada, the St. Lawrence. There are other rivers, obviously, you can see on this map, but the St. Lawrence River connects the Great Lakes, not just for the U.S. but also Canadian trade, where the goods that are manufactured in the Great Lakes region can get out into the Atlantic and then out into the other markets of the world. As I mentioned with language, religion corresponds again directly to colonization of the region. The United States and Canada were colonized by Christian nations. The United States by Protestant England. So if you look at the map, the majority of people in the United States are Protestant. 24% are Catholic. And you can also see other religions, Islam, Judaism. And within Canada, because of the French Canadians in Quebec, there is a larger percentage of Catholicism, and Protestantism is a smaller group than in the United States. And those are the factors that make North America a region.